Hi guys, so finally it's time for another Spooky Box Club unboxing. We were due to get this Spooky Box Club last month. They brought out like a little timer on their website. If you order these boxes, there's a little timer. It tells you how many days, like how many hours, how many minutes it is to go until these boxes are getting shipped out. Now this timer ran out at the end of July and it is now the 10th of August. They do send these boxes off in little delivery chunks and I was in one of the first chunks, so as you can tell they are slightly late, but as we always say, better late than never. So as always, this was sent by DPD. I find this courier service is really good. It's really handy if, like me, you're always kind of busy, and because you can get the app and request that it's just left in a safe place rather than having to be in to sign for it. So it does make it very handy. And I was just about to say, I do know that some people have some issues with this courier service. As you can see, my box is a little bit like bashed up, fast swings and roundabouts, but to me this isn't too bad at all. Hopefully it won't have damaged anything inside, but so far all of my boxes have come a little bit dented, but there's never been any problems. You'll have to forgive me if my mood is a little bit weird today. I have got a raging headache. I did just take out this side of my hair because I feel like maybe that wasn't helping because it was quite tight. But I think it may be because we're having quite a few storms and the weather has got very heavy here in the UK, so I think it may just be like a pressure headache. So anyway, back to what is important. This is this month's Spooky Box, and honestly I was having a chat with Aisling O'Neill and we have both completely lost track of the themes. It seems like we've just kind of got in a rut where we pay the £28 on the 13th of every month and we just have no idea when the boxes are going to arrive or what theme we're even paying for. So this box is called Step Into My Parlour. As you can see, the sticker is this kind of light sort of lilac colour. It's a very simple sticker. In the background it's quite difficult to see, but it has a kind of, I think it's pronounced damps, like I kind of call it Gothic wallpaper print in the background, and then there is a little spider coming down. I haven't seen any spoilers for this box and I have no idea what kind of a thing could be in here. For some reason I keep thinking about like teacups and saucers, so maybe it could be something to do with that. I'm not sure what route they'll go down, whether or not it'd be like witchy or if it'd be like just kind of Gothic house. It could be Doll's House, which would be very convenient for me. So let's open it up and see. As always, this is going to be a blind unboxing. But to give you a sneak peek before me, this is what it looks like inside. So I'm going to put it down to the side of me. Okay, so on top we have the cheat sheet. It's in the same sort of like lilac-y colour by the looks of it, so I feel like this will match the little sticker that was on the front. Okay, so straight up I can feel a box inside this box. There's no wormies. I feel like they've stopped doing wormies altogether. And then there's a few like little bits next to the box. So straight up I can feel something that feels like tea. I did think that maybe we would get a tea in this just because, as I said, I imagine like Step Into My Parlour to be kind of like witchy and almost like a mystic thing, and you go in and there's like an old lady with a witch's ball and like a teacup and saucer, so we'll see. So this is strawberry compote tea. It is in a complete like matte little packet and it says that it is blossoms, freeze-dried strawberry pieces, rosehip peel, apple pieces, dried elderberries, blackberry leaves, flavourings, freeze-dried whole blackberry pieces, freeze-dried raspberry pieces. So it's going to be a very berry-like tea. I have to admit I haven't actually tried the little peppermint, I think it was, or spearmint tea that they sent last time. I'm not really that big of like a loose leaf like fruit tea drinker, but I did use some of my mint tea within some of my DIY projects because I kind of made it look like little bowls of herbs. So they did come in useful. So they're in one of these bags where you tear off the top and then it's like a zip lock almost. So hopefully I can get inside. So it smells super nice and fruity in there. As you can see, there's lots of like larger pieces, so again this would have to go into like a tea sort of strainer. I think Spooky Box Club, like I have been getting Spooky Box Club for 2, maybe 3 years now, but one of the first ever boxes that they released had a little tea strainer in. So it'd be really nice to see if I could pick one of those up, just because there are so many tea packets. I'm wondering whether or not tea is going to become one of their like monthly installments. But I mean, as I said, I don't really drink this tea. I usually just give it to my mum, and my mum enjoys it, but this is how it looks. I did kind of like it when it came in the tins before, because at least I could get some use out of the tins. But it does seem like really nice quality, and I have found uses for it even though I didn't drink it. So next up in here, I don't know if I should go for the box or not. Okay, I can feel a lolly. We didn't get a lolly last month, so this one is like yellow and red. I feel like we've got one like this before, but at the end of the day, I guess there's only so many colour combinations they can do with these lollies. So this is the colour of it. It's just their usual lolly on a stick, and it doesn't come with a flavour. I'll give you my best guess. Okay, so it does have a more of like a fruity taste. You have like had before like licorice and mints and stuff, but this is a very general fruity taste. It's not like a specific fruit that I can identify, but it is very sweet, and it does have me wondering, because I think the last couple of lollies that we've got have all kind of tasted like this, just like a very generic fruity taste. So I'm wondering if maybe they're not kind of paying as much attention to the flavour and more the like visual look of it, but it does still taste nice nevertheless. Okay, so next up, I think I'm just going to dive straight in with the cardboard box. So here's the box. It feels quite heavy. It's definitely like the biggest item in here, and unfortunately I don't think I can feel anything that much bigger in here, so I feel like this is the main item. We won't be getting like a fabric item this month. Kind of hoping that it's not going to be a mug. I'm not going to lie. We've had lots of mugs and drinking cups and things from them before, and you know, in the Bohemian box we got that not so great drinking thing. But that just reminds me, I have put, someone's suggestion was to put the tapestry on the ceiling. So I did that, and I think it looks really cute up there. I feel like it fits in very nicely. It did take me a long time to work out how I could get it up here on the ceiling, but I tried Velcro, I tried blue tack, I tried everything, and in the end I just used little push pins. So that now lives up on my ceiling. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it's not a mug, just because I have so many Halloween mugs already, and the Halloween stuff is just starting to appear in TK Maxx's and Home Senses across the UK. So I feel like I'm going to be buying mugs anyway. So I'm very, I'm interested to see what it is. Obviously, if it's a nice mug, I'm not going to complain. But let's just hope it's spooky. Last month's was not spooky. So it looks like it's a mug. It looks just white and plain from here, which is a little bit sad. Okay, I take everything back. This is like what I saw first, which says spooky box at the bottom. If you've been watching my crafting videos, you'll see that like this mug here, my baby pumpkin mug, I use this strictly for filming, just because it is the perfect size to like get me through like an hour of filming a video. Normally if I have a small drink, I'll have it in like a regular size mug, and I usually use the Magic Potion mug. So the Magic Potion mug also has this Spooky Box Club thing at the bottom of it. So that's what I saw first, and I figured, okay, it's gonna match the other one. And then I saw this. Just two little black eyes staring out at me on a white background. It has to be a ghost. If this is not a ghost, I'm gonna smash the mug. Okay, that was a bit aggressive. If it's not a ghost, I'll probably just cry. And if it is a ghost, I'll probably also cry. So it is in bubble wrap. It doesn't look broken from here, so that's good. So it's in bubble wrap. Oh, and then it's in like a little bag. It is a ghost, and I'm so excited. This is so cute. So it is a little ghosty mug. He said I didn't want a mug. I don't need another mug, but this is super cute, and I feel like I'm definitely probably going to replace the one I usually use from Spooky Box Club, which says like Magic Potion or like Poison Potion or something on the front. What does it say? Something about poisons or potions. Anyway, I think I'm going to replace that one with this one because I like to only have like a certain amount of mugs that I use downstairs. So I think I'm going to replace it for this one because this one is so cute. So it's this little ghosty, like, ooh, like he looks like he's done something wrong. There is a few like little gravestones. Maybe he's like shook because he like somehow escaped from the gravestone. He's wearing a little purple witch's hat. There's a couple of very, very iconic bats, and then it just sort of is rounded off by these two green bits, and then there is like dirt and stuff underneath. So that is how the mug looks on the front. On the back we just have our Spooky Box Club logo. Inside it's plain, on the bottom it's plain. So the main thing that's going on is this cute little ghost. I have to admit I do like this mug, and I probably would have bought it if I saw it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love anything with ghosts on. You guys know bats my thing. I love bats. I love pumpkins, but at the moment, like when I look around, I see so many bats. I see so many pumpkins over there in my pumpkin collection, and I feel like there is a slight lacking in ghosties. So I'm very excited to have something else to add to my ghostie collection. It does seem like a nice quality. It's definitely like painted in there. It's not like a little kind of transfer or anything, so that's going to stay on there. It doesn't say whether or not it's dishwasher proof, but I think my other one has been in and out the dishwasher and it's been fine. So I'm really pleased with this cute little mug. I do think it's probably, these boxes are now the more expensive boxes, so I think we're now getting our £28 boxes rather than our £24 boxes, so I am expecting things to be a higher quality, especially in these boxes. Is this like the best quality? No, but it is a very good quality. I could realistically have bought this mug probably for, I'd say, what, £7–8. So I'm hoping there's still quite a few things in this box which are still going to be good, even though there's no like more bigger items. It does kind of explain why we got the tea, because the tea goes with the mug. So there you go. There are the first two main items out of our Spooky Box Club. I think I was kind of right with the whole kind of teacup and saucer. I guess we just got a mug instead. So far, still not getting those like step into my parlour vibes, but then I don't even really know what that theme means. Okay, so next up on here I can find an organza bag. This one feels heavy. There is a spoon in here. By the feel of it, it's a skull spoon. They've sent us these before. We've literally got this in a Spooky Box Club before, and I know for a fact you can buy these spoons for 99p online, so I'm not too excited about it, so I just threw that away. We've got like a black organza bag, which is what it came in. It's in this like see-through thing, and here is the spoon. I'm gonna have to look back and see which box we got this spoon in. Well, not everyone who gets the boxes now has had them for as long as I have, so maybe they are just starting to like repeat items, but this is like a silver spoon. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice spoon and I do really like this spoon, but I have got so many of these spoons that it's kind of lost its novelty to me. I tell you what this spoon is really good for though. Really good for pickled onions, because if you scoop the pickled onions out of the jar, all of like the liquid runs out of the holes. A bit like, you know, Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like when you pick it up, the onions stay in here and the stuff comes out. So yeah. So this is a silver spoon. Pretty sure this spoon is made out of stainless steel, but it is in a skull shape with these holes cut out. The rest of it is just a regular old spoon. These are good teaspoons. I think they look cute. I think they are quite pretty. But as I said, I think I bought a pack of 5 for $4.99 on eBay. These are literally, you can buy them singular as well for 99p. So it is nice, but I definitely wouldn't have bought it because I don't need any more of these spoons. But I guess it's sort of fitting in with the like mug and spoon and tea. They all kind of go together. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that impressed, I'm not gonna lie. But the little ghosty on the mug is still giving me some hope. Okay, so this box, I swear, feels very empty already. Okay, I can feel another organza bag. Looks like there's some kind of jewellery in there. So it looks like, oh, this is cute. Okay, so this is a necklace. It's the kind of necklace I definitely would wear, which is good. I'm hoping this is a necklace now, not a, well, it'll be a very uncomfortable bracelet. So it comes in our black organza bag, silver wrapper, and then the necklace is inside. It is a kind of mid length necklace with a kind of spider web design on the front. This is how it looks. It is in a triangular design. The kind of outsides of the triangles look like twigs, and then it has the spider web in the middle. I'm actually going to put this organza bag underneath it because I'm hoping it will show up slightly nicer for you. So you can see there is quite a lot of detail. It is very nice. It is on a regular chain with a lobster clasp and an extension chain. Unfortunately, this chain is slightly too small to wear at any length, but there is an extension chain on there. I have said this before, I think they are really nice designs and I would definitely buy these designs and wear these designs, but the only thing that kind of annoys me and like upsets me a little bit is that they don't give you the option to pay for a better metal, so maybe in a sterling silver or even like a proper stainless steel. But then on the flip side, why would we want to pay extra when we're already paying quite a lot for these boxes? And I kind of would expect the jewellery to hold up. I can tell you from personal experience that Spooky Box Club jewellery lasts, I'd say after about 5 wears, it either breaks or it tarnishes, which is such a shame because they are really nice designs. But I definitely think they're good, like if you've got an occasion, like for example if I was wearing like a spider web dress, this would go very nice with that, or like a spider dress. And it would look good for photos, etc. And maybe if you're going out on a day trip where you specifically want to wear it. But like, I don't think anyone should purchase a Spooky Box Club necklace with the aim of making it like an everyday necklace, or even like for it being their favourite necklace, because unfortunately it's just not going to last. I know there are various tricks. We can like paint the metal with see-through nail varnish, etc. But I'm a bit lazy and I kind of just like my jewellery to last. So this is what it looks like on. I've got a cute little spider climbing up me there. Very fitting actually. I'll put him a bit closer to his web. But this is how it looks. It does fit in very nicely, I have to say. Like after me complaining about the quality of it, I can't fault the design at all. I love the way that it fits in this like little triangle that I have. That wasn't something I thought when I looked at it. I was a bit confused at this triangle shape, but actually it fits in very nicely if you're just wearing a silver necklace or if you're wearing a black cord necklace. I definitely say this is the perfect layering necklace. It does feel like it is a kind of sturdy quality. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap or bend, and the chain does feel pretty solid as well, so I wouldn't worry about that breaking. But I'm hoping that you guys understand what I mean when you feel a metal necklace and it is room temperature, it isn't cold, you kind of know that it's not the best metal. Like even when I feel this one, which has been resting on my actual skin, it still feels colder than my skin. So like you can kind of tell the quality of a metal. Like this ankh is made in Egypt outside the pyramids using a very high quality silver, and you can definitely feel the difference between this and this more like plastic silver is what I want to call it. But again, like I don't want to be too negative in the fact that it is a really nice design and I definitely will get wear out of it. I just really hope that it's going to last a bit longer, because I do really feel like this will fit in so nicely with some of my other necklaces. And just as a reference for length for you, this is pretty much as long as the necklace goes, so it could be worn slightly higher, but this is about the full length. You could obviously get a bit handy with some pliers and add another chain on, make it a bit longer, but as for what you're getting in this box, this is going to be the longest length you can wear this necklace. So in terms of the theme, I'm guessing like spiders could be like in the parlour climbing around and things, so I understand that, I get it, and at least it's spooky. So I'm feeling around and like I'm very confused. I think there may be a print or something at the bottom. I can feel a pin, and I feel this, which feels like it could be a sticker. Oh, cute. So this is a vinyl sticker of the exact same thing that's on the mug. So if I just grab the mug, you can see that this is the exact same, so that's really cute. You can carry this ghost around wherever you go. I think I may stick this ghost on my water bottle, or possibly my laptop. I haven't decided yet, but I'm really pleased it's in sticker form. It feels like a good quality, it feels like a good thick sticker. It is like a shiny vinyl sticker, so if you'd like to see where I stick this, I will of course put a picture up on Instagram when I get around to sticking it on something. So next up in here, I think I'm going to have to go for the pin, because there is one item left, I think. yeah, one item. So this is the pin. From here it looks like a teacup, and it's a very cute little cup of tea. I do really like this pin, and this is definitely kind of what I expected when I heard step into my parlour. It's a cute little white teapot with a black inside and a spiderweb detail on the front. Has a lovely little ornate handle. I think that is generally a very cute little cup of tea. Obviously it's got the actual tea inside. It could be coffee, it could be hot chocolate, whatever you like drinking. That is that brown colour, but for me that is a little cup of tea. So actually it actually says at the top tea time enamel pin, and then the background is in this spiderweb print, which we've seen quite a few times on the backing of these pins. So I've got my ridiculously full pin jacket here. I have got something before that's reminded me of this pin, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It could actually just be this little like cozy sweater one. I think actually it'll go quite nicely with the lantern one, which we got last month. So here it is on my pin jacket. It's gone on there very nicely. It does only have one pin back, and it is actually in a rose gold colour, which the rest, as you can see, are kind of silver, so it does sort of stand out a little bit. You can't see it, so it doesn't really matter. But here is the little pin. It's a very nice size. If you compare it to last month's pin, you can see that it is slightly smaller. But if we go back like to the beginning of time, to the like our first sort of pins that we're getting from Spooky Box Club, they're very kind of small pins, all of these ones here, even like sort of down here, and then we started to get sort of bigger ones. I definitely feel like Spooky Box Club do kind of produce some of the bigger pins which you can buy on the market, but it sits on there very nicely. The pin, the actual pin itself, is located around here, so it does mean that it stays around the right way, and I am very pleased with that. I feel like it does fit in quite nicely with my little collection going on this side of my jacket. Okay, so I think there is only one more item left in here, and I'm going to kind of take a guess that it is a print. I'm just going to feel around this box and I can confirm there is nothing else in here other than some confetti. So this is the print. Looks like I've got it upside down. It looks like it's lots of teacups stacked. No, teacup stack. It does remind me a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. I like it, like, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm being really negative in this video, so I'm very sorry. I do like it. It's just not something that I'm gonna be like, wow, I've gotta display this in my room. It's like not that kind of a print. But don't get me wrong, it's still a nice little design. So it is on like a slightly thicker, I would say it's a card. Like, I'd say it's a thicker paper or a thinner card. It is kind of, it's not like a glossy one, but it has a little bit of a shine to it. It is quite cute. I feel like potentially if you like kind of pastel colours, I try and combat pastel colours because I'm not sure if you can tell, but if you look like here, you can see that my wallpaper is actually a pastel pink, which I hate. Struggles of living in the same room since you were 5, but it's like a pastel pink, so I try and keep everything else really dark, and I do think it works really nicely. I really like that kind of light effect with dark on top. It really brings everything out, but like light on top of light is going to be a bit too pink for me. But I feel like if this was your kind of aesthetic, putting this in like a thick black box frame would look gorgeous, just because you do have these black details. There's this kind of black jug here, and then a black teacup here. I feel like that would work really nicely. Again, if you've got a purple and black themed room, I know those are two colours that a lot of people do like to decorate in. Again, that will fit in really nicely. To show you a bit closer, we do have some bats and stars and things in the background. You've got this mug which is kind of overflowing. I'd say maybe this is a hot chocolate because it looks quite thick. It's going into this jug which does have a spoon coming out, into this purple mug. I'm not too sure what this is. Is that, oh no, that's a shine. I thought it was like a purple drip. And then we finally go in down to this, which I think is just a very fancy looking teacup. Honestly, like, I'm gonna tell you this from a very honest opinion, I feel like a teacup like this would have been the perfect thing to have put in this box. Don't get me wrong, I do love the ghost mug, but I feel like this just kind of would have been perfection. I feel like it would have fitted really nicely, and a nice teacup is not something which they have actually done yet. They're kind of sticking more to these thicker mugs. That is everything that's in our spooky box club. The confetti this month was the purple little spiders, which I had on me, and the black spider confetti. So of course I will be putting those into my confetti bowl. I do sometimes wonder why I saved this confetti, but if you guys have been watching my doll's house videos, you will have seen that it actually comes in very, very handy. So the cheat sheet, let's go through it and make sure we got everything. I've got the custom made little ghost mug, which I do like. I would have bought but I don't necessarily need. Custom made tea time enamel pin, which is the little teacup pin that I showed you. The little ghost vinyl decor, which was the ghost sticker, which matches with the mug. I do really like the sticker, but I do have a slight worry that some people may feel like Spooky Box Club have kind of they could have spent more time designing something different, so we don't have two of the same design, but I still do really like it. We have the Caught in a Web necklace, which I do really like this necklace. Yep. The Spooky Afternoon tea art print, which is this one, which just looks like someone's had a tea party. The Sugar Skull spoon, which is this, which is the main thing I'm not happy about within this box, just because it is such a cheap item. If as a buyer I can buy this for 99p, I'm sure buying these wholesale they're probably worth like 10p. The Strawberry Compote tea sampler, which was the tea, and finally the handcrafted Lollipop. So I'm kind of sitting here looking at everything that's laid out. Obviously the pins on my jacket and this is on my neck. I do have that overwhelming sense that there isn't really much going on. If we were being realistic, this necklace probably I would have paid maybe a £5 for it. Again, I feel £10 tops for this mug, so we've got £15, 99p tops, so £16, 50p, £16.50. Let's give them £1 to be kind, £17.50. The tea again probably wouldn't have cost too much, and then as we know with pins it can be very subjective to the company, but I definitely don't feel like I have £28 worth of goods in my clutches today. So that is July Spooky Box Club. As I said, we did get it in August. Have to say, not my favourite box. I definitely feel like there wasn't as much in there as there could have been. I just feel like we're missing an item, like we're missing a fabric item or something. But as with always with these boxes, sometimes we get loads in them. Like last month we got like a glass item and a fabric item. Granted, I didn't like the glass item, but we still got two bigger items. So I do feel it's a little bit hit and miss depending on the month. But hopefully next month will bring us lots more spooky goodies. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!